My name is Madeline Ryan, and I am doing my presentation on pharmaceutical representative. I've been interested in this career for a while now, as I know a lot of people, a lot of family friends who partake in this career. And after talking to them about their daily activities and how much they enjoy their job, I thought about including it as something as my path and my career of what I would like to do in the future. The scope of the practice, like what entails with the job, is selling the company's product that you work for to careers in the medical field. The products depend on what company you work for. These products can include like drugs, medications, equipment, such as like prosthetics or like just even medical equipment. Your relationships and interactions are going to be with people who work like pharmacists or physicians, surgeons, and even hospital administration. Basically any place that involves any sort of medicine equipment. Um, some of the daily activities that you do is you have to travel a lot to meet with the people you're trying to sell your product to. This could even entail like driving hours or flying to different states to meet with people in like top hospitals or private practices or really high up um, careers in the medical field. This It's not all about just selling drugs. You also, for this career, you have to go to certain conferences to educate the public about what your company is selling and updating them on the new medicines and products that came out. Um, so Also, on top of that, you need to stay in touch with your providers. Like you want to go about it as a very friendly way, but still staying professional because sometimes when you're selling the products, you might come off as aggressive or too demanding. So you want to have kind of a friend to friend relationship. That's like you don't want to be too pushy. You want to be perceived as like trusted. Um, the work settings include like I said, like being on the road, and then it's normally indoors because you'll be inside of offices or like inside of hospitals and clinics and pharmacies and more. Some of them even entail like going to like retirement homes because they're going to need a lot of medications and stuff for their patients. Um, Also, another daily activity is purchasing orders and establishing new accounts with different providers, like who you're selling to. And they also resolve any customer complaints, like if there's any issues, they're the ones who handle it with the company. Um, the education for this, there's no high requirements for this career. You do need a 4-year degree, your bachelor's degree, and it's better to have a background in health science. So you can know what you're like, you understand what you're selling and how everything affects your body. Also, it's not required, but having a master's degree in business and communications, because you're selling to the public, like you're selling to people, so you need to know the right way to communicate with someone and how to sell a product and the best way to have a higher commission. It looks better for when you find jobs if you have that master's degree, even though it's not required. Also, there is one certification that's called the Certified National Pharmaceutical Representative. This is not required, but some companies will have you become certified in this with their training. Um, the training for this is not all companies will do this, but majority will. Like once you become hired, they'll have a few months of training where they have to go through to know more about the product, how it affects you, the details of it, like the prices and everything, and then you become a pharmaceutical rep. And then, uh, I apologize. Um, there's also the National Association Pharmaceutical Sales Representative. This is like the main help people who are pursuing this career to further it and what they need to do to become higher up. Um, there's no other schooling, but there is some courses you can take to go back to school to further your career to become higher up in a company. To conclude this career takes around 4 to 7 years, depending if you get your master's. The 4 years is your bachelor's, and the 2 extra years is the 4 years is your bachelor's, and the 2 extra years is your graduate. Also in college, it really helps if you do clinicals because it shows that you've had practice and you have a higher understanding of the job and how everything works. There is a few more months of training, but that's once you become hired into the company. This is a nationwide job that is growing at a 7% rate. It's staying at a steady pace, but it is still growing, and that is my presentation.